She did it again. A few more tracks, and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro.
Shoot, I got it.
Back in Week 10, the Chargers lost a defensive grinder in their first matchup against the Dolphins. Can Miami do it again? Find out next on EA Sports.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man, second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. A check down here for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A gain of 3, second down. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Los Angeles.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Up comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
23 yards to pick up there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will go to Henry out wide.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Now a play fake here on first down. It'll buy some time right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 17 yards out. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Henry again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone.
Touchdown, Dolphins! From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Chargers. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Second and 11. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Matt Ariza now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. It finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5. It's a slant to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 87. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Henry running right. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On third down, here's Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if he can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now a handoff running through the middle. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 88 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Man, no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Again, it's Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He is going to find Hill here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. So the Dolphins now trailing 17-10, 56 seconds to go. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to throw. To Henry. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.